It feels good to be back in the booth, baby. Yeah. Oh, Be free, Hona, Drizzy, let's go.
What's up, free world? I'm Rob Be Free Badgett, and welcome to another edition of The Basement, the place where we birth greatness. Today, I have a question for you. Are you building an empire, or are you building a legacy? Now, there's a popular show that's been on TV recently, and it's called Empire. And in the show, it's about a guy and his family. He's a record exec, and he's trying to build this mega big empire through music industry and, artists and talent and entertainment. But the problem is his entire empire has been built on deception. It's been built on lies. It's been built on underhand dealings and even murder, right? And he's trying to leave this empire to his children. Now, you might be led to believe, well, he's leading his children in the right way, and he's going to lead them and leave them a legacy. Right? Wrong. Here's the thing you need to understand. If you're going to build, because we're always talking about building, we're always talking about growing, here's something that you need to understand, and something that's going to help you identify what it is that you're actually building. Now, here's what you need to know. Empires are usually historically built by people who are building, but they're the last ones who are actually going to benefit. So what do I mean? You think about Egypt, right? So I'm teaching now, right? I'm teaching. You think about Egypt, and it was built on the backs of slaves. The slaves were the people who built the empire, but they were the last to profit, right? The rulers profit before the workers. Legacy, on the other hand, when a legacy is built by somebody, an individual or a group of people, those people that are in the forefront are usually the last to profit. When a father tries to leave an inheritance for his children and his children's children, he's the last one to profit. Everything that he labors for, everything that he works for, it's for the generations that are coming up after him. So it's important that you understand the difference between building an empire and building a legacy. I want you guys to build right. So you need to know what it is that you're building. And here's a couple things that you need to know. And you need to ask yourself these questions. What's my motive? Why am I doing this? What is it that I have to gain? What will I profit from this? And what will everybody else gain from this? It's important that every great leader has to lead with a servant's heart, a servant's attitude, and a servant's mindset. But if your heart is not for the people, then you're really building an empire and calling it a legacy. What will they say about you when it's all said and done? When you're finished building, what will they say about you? What will your name mean? I'm gonna do some name dropping for you. Jay-Z, Michael Jackson. Jay-Z, empire. Michael Jackson, legacy. Martin Luther King, legacy. Hitler, empire. Do you see where I'm going with this? So it's important that you can make a distinguishing difference between who you are, what you stand for, and what you're building. I don't want you to get off track and think that you're building something that's going to benefit somebody else when it actually only benefits you. It's important that you know, am I building an empire or am I leaving a legacy? That's all for today. Be filled, revived, and empowered until we meet together again. Peace.
It feels good to be back in the booth, baby. Yeah. Oh, Be free, Hona, Drizzy, let's go.